All right, Ranger fans, we are back. Wow, what a game. Game just ended. Rangers pull out the 4-3 overtime victory over the Penguins in Game 7. A come from behind 4-3 victory. Boy, I got to tell you, it wasn't looking good there. Rangers weren't getting much at all in the third. Um, but they hung in there and got a little bit of a break with Pittsburgh's defenseman losing his helmet and skating off. And for about 3-4 seconds, the Rangers had that extra man. Mika made a good play. Kaufman a nice pass, and Mika put it in the back of the net. But first off, I'm proud of this team. Um, you know, the whole game, watching this game from the very beginning, and actually the whole series. I felt like the Rangers were beating themselves. They played a little bit sloppy in their own zone, actually a lot sloppy. And even tonight, I mean, it led to numerous chances. Um, the third goal on the power play, Truba kind of left Heedle in a bad spot, and Heedle made a bad pass. And then, it just seems like they can't get out of their own way. Just too many penalties. But with all that being said, they somehow find a way. And I, I guess that's a good thing. And good teams find ways to win. And I was going back and forth with a bunch of people during the game, and I said, you know what, team's young. These are all baby steps. I would have been upset if they lost, but they're playing the Penguins, who has all the experience in the world, and Sidney Crosby's back, and Kenny Malkin, Letang, Gensel, who like had 8 goals in this series, ridiculous. They just couldn't stop him. That was a high stick. Um, of course, it's 50-50 call, so the Penguins get it. But the first period it ended 1-1, and the Rangers were very lucky, extremely lucky to be tied at the end of the first. They got the goal from Kreider on a slap shot, which is weird because you don't see Kreider score. I know he scored the other night from far out, but you don't see Kreider like wind up for a one timer. It's just not his game. But hey, it was a rocket and it went in, and the Rangers just couldn't help themselves. They were in the box too much. Um, I think they gave up was 6 minutes in penalties, and they almost got through it, and then I think Fox accidentally knocked that puck in, um, and then the horn sounded, they stopped play, and of course it was a good goal. So we go to the second, and boy, Jacob Truba had a tough night. I feel like I've been saying that a lot lately. I know he was on the ice for 3 goals against in Game 6. I don't know. I know he was on the ice for the shorty goal, the goal that was almost a shorthanded goal. I think puck went in exactly at the when the penalty expired. But regardless, um, it just was tough. But again, the Rangers are in the box. The Penguins had 2 power play goals tonight. I mean, that is a big deal. And then they basically had a shorthanded goal. So their special teams were very good tonight. Um, they had the shorty and the 2 power play goals. But the Rangers were under duress a lot in this game, in their own zone. I feel like they get lost in coverage, and this stuff wasn't happening during the last couple of weeks of the regular season. So I don't know if it was nerves, if Pittsburgh was just. I felt like Pittsburgh was so aggressive on the forecheck, and the Rangers are going to see this in the next round because no one's more aggressive than um, the Hurricanes. So the Rangers better be prepared for that defenseman and that play comes up along the board to have that defenseman in their back pocket. You know, and there's a couple things you can do to sort of prevent that. It's chancy. You be a little bit more patient. You can go up the middle, but that center's got to stay low to provide the outlet pass for the defenseman, or you can chip it out. But if you're chipping it out, you're kind of giving it away right back because that other defenseman on the other side of the ice will uh, he'll have drifted back, and the play's going to go right back in the in the zone. So Rangers have their work cut out for them. But let's not talk about the future. Let's talk about tonight. Let's keep talking about tonight. Um, you know, again, the Rangers just didn't play smart hockey. It was just frustrating to watch because they can hang with these guys, but they just kept beating themselves. But right after Gensel's goal, a minute later, minute five later, Keandre Miller put the puck toward the net. I think it was trying to be a pass, and it deflected off the skate. I think it was Matheson's skate, and puck goes in. You're thinking, all right, it's 2-2. Like, I mean, you're right there. And then the shorty, I'm going to call it a shorthanded goal, even though it wasn't a shorthanded goal. But yeah, so just put him in a tough spot. So, and I actually tweeted something out during the game. I'm like, Breadman's been a passenger in this game. Actually, for a lot of the series, he's been a passenger, and that was he proved me wrong in the overtime. Shows you what great players can do with just a little bit of time and space. But anyway, go to the third, and the Rangers only had like 4 or 5 shots on goal. They could not muster anything. They had a short power play there. Um, couldn't get anything. A guy I thought was noticeable tonight was Tyler Motte. He was pretty good. Mika had a great game. Mika was good. He was really aggressive. For Toronto, I didn't see a lot of him. Lafreniere, I thought Lafreniere should be playing more. I think we might want to put him up on the first line or whatever. But Cop, Strome, and Panarin are very key. Cop is a good player, but he's gonna need help. And Panarin and Strome have to do more. Like, you can't just be gliding around and east west and everything. You got to get your hands dirty. They got to play in the greasy areas, go in the corners, fish out the puck. That's the other thing I noticed. The Rangers lose so many one-on-one battles behind the net, their own net, when they're in the opposition. It always like just it feels like it never happens when we're behind the net in our defensive zone. We win the battle. We skate out with the puck. It just I feel like it never happens. Am I missing something there? Whereas the Penguins were just getting the puck, going behind the net, and just basically um, walking out of their own zone, no problem. I mean, the shots were 40-35, and I get that the Penguins had a few more um, power plays, but not that much more. And Shesterkin was amazing. I know he gave up 3 goals. Um, the first goal was knocked. He made some unreal saves tonight. Shesty was very, very good. He's the reason why we were actually in the game. Uh, so um, kudos to Igor. And then so we get to the third, and Mika gets the tying goal, and he made a good play. It was the play when the helmet came off and the guy skated off, and the puck was along the boards, and it looked like, I can't remember who it was on Pittsburgh who tried to move it across, but Mika actually blocked it, and it came right to Copp, and Mika found a little bit of open ice. Copp found him, and Mika didn't hesitate. He just shot it. Boom, back in the net, top corner, with like 5.5 to go, and holy cow! I remember I was thinking, okay, we got a shot. Let's just play smart. Don't do anything stupid, And the Rangers played okay. They didn't feel like they didn't give up as much after. Um, going towards the end of overtime, the Rangers had they had a chance there. Kreider, and the referee blew the whistle, and then we go to overtime, and you're just on pins and needles. And I didn't pick a Penguin because I don't want to pick a Penguin to score a goal, so I actually picked Kreider. So, but one of the kids, Miller, makes a nice play, uh, and I love the fact that he didn't have he didn't have too much of a lead ahead of the 23, I think it was. And I'm forgetting that it was it McGinn. Is that McGinn or one of the? I can't remember who it is. Anyway, um, he took the puck to the net, and he has that long reach, and he wasn't able to get a shot off, but he drew a penalty, which is just great. So Rangers going to power play, and I'm like, all right, well, if you're gonna win the game, this is your chance. You got a chance to win this game. And, Rangers had the puck most of. Uh, oh, Gallant took a timeout, which I liked. I mean, I think Keith Jones said it on the broadcast. You can't take it with you, so absolutely right move. Use the timeout, and they kept the puck in. I know Pittsburgh cleared out at least once, but for the most part, they kept the puck in, getting shots on net, and it felt like they had a purpose. I still don't love Strome on the power play. I mean, if you look at the game-winning goal, he has to stick down the back, can't wait for Panarin to pass to him. He probably deflected wide. Uh, I'm sorry, I know I'm hard on Brian Strome, but he just hasn't done anything to warrant me giving him any praise. But the Rangers moved it around well, and they were shooting the puck. And the other thing they were doing, they were retrieving pucks, and they were getting it back to Panarin or Mika or Fox. I always want to have Fox with the puck at the top of the blue line, right in the middle, because that's he's so shifty. He can either pass to his left or pass to his right, and then on the goal, I think Mika threw it across, and it was a little bit out of Brad's reach, and I got the Flames Stars game on. It's 1-0 after the first, so Stars are winning. So he backed. Panarin did pick it up. He backed it out to um, Fox. Fox really quick gave it. I mean, he knew what Panarin was doing. He was circling, getting a little head of steam, and he walked in. And I saw the replay, and the puck goes in. I didn't see it go in. I just heard a noise, and the crowd, the roar of the crowd, and I was really shocked. Happily shocked. Um, but if you see the replay of the goal, I don't know how that puck goes in. I mean, it looked like Letang was there, Kreider was there. I think John Marino was the one closest to Panarin, and the puck goes in. He celebrates, and the garden erupts. And it's nice to get playoff hockey. And right after my kids are with their mom uh, this weekend, so there's nobody here. It's just me, and I called them, and they were so happy, and it's nice. I said, this is what playoff hockey is about. I said, it's hard trophy to win. Um, so it's just it was just great. So um, very very happy. I'm proud of the Rangers for hanging in there, not giving up hope, and playing to the end. And um, when they came back from 3-1, 3-1. I mean, after Game 4, you're thinking, "Geez, this is not good." But they came back. They showed a lot of guts, and they won the game and won the series. And, Mika's been amazing the last two games, 6 points in two games. And, a couple guys I expect a little more of next series. I'm hoping Brett can do a little more. I'm hoping Strome can do something. Fox had I think 10 points in the game, or I'm sorry, in the series. It's like an incredible amount for a defenseman. Um, Jacob Trouba just has to be better. I think he's just worried about playing his position and letting Miller do his thing. Miller's a guy that can make plays too. So let Trouba stay back there. It was great to see Lindgren play and Braun and Schneider and Braden Schneider again. You don't notice it. Actually, Braun and Schneider, you didn't really notice them. I don't think you're going to see Patrick Nemeth anytime soon. So it's good on them. I wish the Rangers could spend a little bit more time not in their zone and in the opposing team zone and get some more shots, not give up 40 to 45 or 50 shots or whatever it is, because that's not a recipe, especially against the Hurricanes. They are going to be a tough team to play against. Again, Rangers are a young team. They're not really expected to be here. They've had a great season, no matter what. Even if they lost tonight, this would have been a great learning experience for all the young players: Kako, Lafreniere, Heedle, Fox. Fox has never played in the playoffs. Neither. I mean, I'm not counting the bubble. Lindgren. These are all guys. Miller, Keandre Miller. Um, you know, they've never been here before. They don't know. Uh, this is like Crosby's been here so many times. So is Malkin, Letang, and just thinking about the Penguins, what happens to them? They have a lot of guys that are free agents. Um, you've got Letang, Malkin, Rust. Off the top of my head, I know all those guys are free agents. I mean, I can't see them bringing back Malkin and Letang and Rust. I mean, they just I don't think they can afford it. I guess we'll have to see who else. Um, uh, again, off the top of my head, I'm sure they have some other UFAs. Tristan Jarry did play. He played pretty well tonight, but gave up 2 goals late, goal in third and goal in overtime. Second goal wasn't his fault. Um, Dumoulin missed the series after game one, I think. Um, the Smith. I thought the Penguins played well. Like defensively, I thought the Penguins played really, really well. Better than I've seen. So, you know, it, as I was telling a few of my Caps friends, it's always good to beat the Penguins. They were real happy. They were rooting for the Rangers. So we got some love down here in Maryland. Um, everybody's rooting against the Penguins because they're sick of the Penguins. And maybe an end of an era as Calgary just ties it up. Tyler Toffoli, 1-1. They're out shooting Dallas pretty handily. It's tied up now. So, guys, let me know what you think. Give me a follow on Twitter at Jamie_hockey. Give the channel a like or subscribe, please. The good thing is that because the Rangers won tonight, we get to do more videos, more recaps, and maybe we'll throw a special guest in there. I had a special guest yesterday from New Jersey, friend of the show, Ethan. Uh, so I hope you all savor this victory, and let's go Rangers. And we'll see you in round two against the Carolina Hurricanes. We do not know just yet when that series will start. So keep an eye out on Twitter and on online. I'm sure it'll be either Tuesday or Wednesday. So everybody have a great night. Take care. Stay safe. Go Rangers.